Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about Aztec Batman, Clash of Empires. Alright, so Aztec Batman is an animated Batman movie that released on HBO Max in America, and I have to say that I did not know this movie was going to come out. I saw it on a release schedule and I watched it because I am definitely very interested in seeing Batman stories. And this one, it's set in Mexico. It's set in an earlier time period than now, and it's awesome. It's a Spanish movie, first of all, so if you watch it, please watch the Spanish version and not the English version. Not that I don't like the dubs, but you know, you should always watch the original version that the movie was made in, so you watch the actually intended version of said movie, which is Spanish in this case, or Mexican, which is Spanish. It's Spanish. I know it's Spanish. Alright, so Aztec Batman. The story of this and the entire vibe I had with it are kind of dim. I did not really love this movie for what I hoped it could have been. I thought that placing Batman in that time period together with his foes would have been a great idea and would have been an awesome way to do something very special with it, but in the end the movie kind of mostly feels like a rehash of Batman Ninja. Not talking about the story of the movie, but mostly talking about what I felt throughout the movie and going in the end to it, because I mostly was bored with this one. I did not think it was that interesting after a while, even though the history that they tried to put you through, that put you in, and that they tried to have DC characters in this time period is also awesome. So seeing those suits and seeing those interactions and seeing everything happen and play out in an Aztec style for the Batman storyline and origin is really nice and is really great. It's just that the story that they wrote for it is not that interesting. The characters are not that interesting. The story and the acting is nice, and the acting is really good, and they make sure that the characters stand out a lot, but it's just not that interesting, and that's really sad because the movie is not that long. The movie is quite short, which is awesome. But the movie still feels overly long because it's just not that interesting. When you get the gimmick, when you have the gimmick of this, you've kind of seen it. And then you still have a lot of movie to go through. So I think in the end, this one would have been a little bit better as a short movie instead of a feature length. But you know, that's just me. I like the characters, I like what they did with it. I do think there are way too many characters and way too many things going on at the same time. They could have trimmed down everything to make the focus more on Batman and his origin, and of course Two-Face and his origin and stuff like that, and don't add a lot of extra story to that because it really wasn't as necessary as they thought it was going to be. If they only and solely focused on this Batman and on this time period, and mostly this time period, instead of the story that they went with, which was very much history heavy, but also very Batman-y. And I liked the inclusion of history in it, but the way that they resolved things and the way that they fixed some things was just not something I was following the entire way through, and the movie was a little bit boring because of it, because it also takes quite a long time for the characters to get to certain points. And when you make a movie like this, I really wanted the focus to be on Batman, and the focus is on Batman, but I just didn't love this Batman as much as I wanted to, and this Batman is, in my eyes, quite forgettable, and I liked other characters in this movie a lot more. Making sure that in the end, I did not love Aztec Batman as much as I wanted to. I thought it was pretty boring. I thought the characters were interesting enough, but the main guy, the Batman, and Two-Face are just not that interesting in my opinion, and I did not really like what I was seeing, as I was mostly bored with it. In the end, I will give Aztec Batman Clash of Empires 2.5 stars. I enjoyed it, but I hoped it would have been better. What did you think of this one? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm real excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.